Welcome back to Just Ranked. We're here. The four guys you're used to seeing. I'm Dink. We have Jimmy, Chris, and Joe. And we are a music podcast that ranks our top four best favorite songs of the predetermined topic. You can find all our stuff on our landing page at justrrankedpod.com. And so go over there. You find links to everything. We're on all the audio streamers. We're on YouTube. We're in your dreams.
Especially me.
This week, we are doing the Rolling Stones. Oh, yeah, you have a t-shirt. Nice. I do not. In all the shirts I have, I do not have a Stones shirt. I will say this before I get into the intro, and I think this is possibly why I'm hosting. I can't remember why I was chosen, or I might be the biggest fan of the band out of the four of us, but I don't really listen to it that much. I never turn them off, and I've gone through a couple of huge phases, more when I was younger, of the band, but I do like their stuff. I like their solo stuff. I like Keith's solo stuff. I like Mick's solo stuff. But you don't know who I'm talking about until I get into the intro to tell you who is in the band. So I will rattle off my little intro, and then we will get into our usual shit. The Rolling Stones formed in London in 1962 and quickly became one of the defining bands of rock and roll. Originally built around childhood friends Mick Jagger and Keith Richards, the two gentlemen I just mentioned. The classic lineup also featured Brian Jones, Charlie Watts, and Bill Wyman. They started as a blues-based band, heavily inspired by American artists like Muddy Waters and Chuck Berry, but over time evolved into arguably the biggest rock band in the world. Their image was the opposite of the Beatles at the time, where the Beatles were polished and clean-cut. The Stones were marketed as rebellious, dangerous, and a little rough around the edges. The bad boys of rock, if you will. The band has released around 30 studio. This was tough. Around, because you can't get a defining number. Around 30 studio albums, depending on how you count UK versus US releases.
Right.
Landmark records like Beggar's Banquet, Let It Bleed, Sticky Fingers, Exile Main Street, Some Girls, and Tattoo You, just to name a few. The catalog is loaded. Catalog's loaded with massive hits. I'm not going to name the ones I have. I was going to. Just because there's such iconic songs, but maybe some of those will come up if you guys aren't huge Stones guys. So yeah, countless number of songs that the Stones fans know and the mainstream knows.
Right.
I think this is one of those bands, if you said versus other bands or artists that we've done, hey, can you name to someone that isn't a huge fan, can you name 10 songs? Right. I think people could name 10 Stone songs and they don't listen to them.
At least five.
At least five, right?
Yeah.
And one of those reasons that they've lasted so long is because they've constantly adapted. They mix blues, hard rock, country, disco, punk, reggae, and even dance influences into their sound without ever losing the core Stones feel, whether you like it or not. Some people like that Stones feel, some people don't. Right? A huge part of their story is the partnership between Mick and Keith, often called the Glimmer Twins, one of the most successful songwriting duos in music history. Keith brought the riffs and swagger, Mick brought the charisma and stage presence, and Charlie Watts anchored everything with his incredible steady drumming. Brian Jones helped shape their early instrumental sound, or experimental sound, I should say, but left the band in 1969 and died shortly after. Enter Ronnie Wood, joined the band in the mid-70s and became a perfect fit to their loose, bluesy chemistry. Again, like I said, what's wild is their longevity. They've been around for over 60 years, survived lineup changes, addictions, feuds, musical trends, and the deaths of key members, yet they still tour stadiums. They're still going in. Charlie Watts,
they're releasing an album this year.
It's mind-blowing, right? Like when do these guys stop? And there's the ongoing online jokes that Keith will outlive all of us, right?
Yeah, exactly.
He died 20 years ago.
Right.
His body just hasn't figured it out.
Right. And Charlie Watts died in 2021, and he was, like I said, he was the anchor, and they're still going. You know, they still managed to go on. So that's kind of it. There was one other thing.
Video of Mick on the stage.
Right. Like I wanted to mention their touring. They've kind of their high-grossing stadium tours have kind of been the benchmark that a lot of other artists have followed. And they've been involved in some pretty big concerts that are famous or infamous, and some big celebratory ones like Live Aid and some free ones. And again, like you said, they're still putting out music. Mick's still running across the stage like he's 20 years old.
Yeah.
Like
I didn't mean to, that's what I was gonna say. Like, how old is he? The energy he still shows on the stage is unreal.
Yeah, it's unreal. And the only other thing I should touch on before we get into our songs is their iconic logo. You can't talk about the band without talking about the logo. It's on your shirt. It's everywhere, right? The famous tongue and lips design, officially called, get this, tongue and lip design.
What? Creative.
How weird.
Even people that don't know the band that can name those songs recognize this logo. Right? Created in 1970 by designer John Pash and became one of the most recognizable logos in history, let alone music history. People often associate it with Mick Jagger's lips, but the design was also inspired by Hindu goddess Kali's tongue as a symbol of rebellion and attitude. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. And this point, the logo, because of their merch, is almost bigger than them. So,
I was going to say that.
Anyway,
That's
it.
For the band members.
Right. So anyway, that's my intro. Let's, before we get into pass it off to Jimmy, let's do samesies.
I'll do 3.
Yeah, this.
3.
It might be low. 3. Well, I'll do 3.
Let's see. Let me look at mine.
I won out last time. I said 4 and we had 5 last episode. So I'll do 3 this time.
I'm gonna go safe. I'm gonna go 2.
Yeah, I'm with you, Jimmy. Based on my own list, I'm going to go 2, and I went with 2 though with Stevie Wonder, and that was a
2 is always
2 right out of the gate. So we'll see.
Right?
Is there anything safe? But anyway, Jimmy, start us off. Let's see what you got.
Well, the biggest thing I want to ask is whose list is going to be X'd out this time?
Right.
Joe's list is going. It's gone.
Well, 3/4 of my list will be gone by the time you get to me.
All right. So, in your Oprah, you and I have talked. You are a big Stones fan, and I've always liked the Stones, and I'm going to get crazy here. I've always liked the Stones more than I've liked the Beatles. We've talked about that famously on this show several times.
Joe's on his island there for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And but I'm learning to love the Beatles, and I'm starting to get it. I'm starting to see it. The light is kind of breaking through. But I really do love the Rolling Stones. And excuse me. When I do this, I don't just pick 4 songs at random. I listen to a majority of a catalog. In this case, we set this in stone about 2 weeks ago, and I've listened to the Rolling Stones every single day to get as many songs in as I could. And I found some new ones, and I went with some, old-fashioned, trustable, lovely songs.
Right.
So that being said, I have no disclaimers. That was my statement.
That sounded like a disclaimer to me.
It was not a disclaimer. It was not.
It was a statement. I forget.
There's a difference.
Is there a lawyer in the room?
Right.
Right. All right. So, when Dink and I decided we were going to do this list, right away I knew 2 songs that were going to make my list. And number 4 is one of those songs. It is from 1986's Dirty Work, and it is the second single. It is One Hit to the Body.
Cheers.
Is that really?
There we go.
I thought I was going to be alone on that island. Wow.
That's why I said 2. I was going to say 1 because I thought it would be this song because I was pretty sure you liked it, and this has been locked in for me forever. So you go with it, and I'll see what if I have anything left.
This is absolutely locked in since I heard it in 1986. there's just something about it. Musically is what really grabbed me because this is the first album that Ron Wood gets accreditation for being a co-writer. Most music is written by Keith Richards and Mick Jagger. This album has, I think it's 4 or 5 songs that Ron Wood or Woodsy gets the nod, the tip of the hat, where he gets to make some Rolling Stones money. The first single on this album is Harlem Shuffle, if you're unaware. My wife loves this. I own this vinyl. It was the first Rolling Stones album that I purchased. I love this album. What was I going to say? Oh, it's really cool because Ron Wood came up with like the main riff, and he borrowed Keith Richards' Martin acoustic guitar, and he was writing the basis of the song on the acoustic guitar, and he was trying to play it like an electric guitar, and he just couldn't get the sound. So that acoustic part in the beginning and throughout the song stayed. It never changed over to electric. The Stones are known for having an acoustic guitar and an electric at the same time throughout most of their catalog. It's kind of one of their sounds. It makes it a very distinct sound. The cool thing that I found out while doing the research for this that I did not know is Jimmy Page plays the solo on this. He was recorded remotely, and it was done as a favor, and he's like, sure, I'd love to do that. If you listen to it, it has that Dano Electric Jimmy Page early Zeppelin kind of sound solo. Now it's not blistering, it's not a flurry, it's not a slurry of notes. It's just kind of Jimmy Page. But if you didn't know, you might not recognize it. So what did I say?
It's not a flurry of notes. It's just Jimmy Page.
Does that make sense?
That's the way you said it.
Fair enough.
Because Jimmy Page live is a slurry of something. It's
right. I don't know. And that really got me excited about having that little tidbit, that nugget, if you will, for the song. Another thing I found out is the backup singers. There's 4 backup singers. 3 of I didn't catch. I mean, I didn't really know the names. One's the producer's wife, but the fourth one is Patty. Is it Scialla? Bruce Springsteen's wife and backup singer for the East Street Band. Right. She is the backup singer in this song. Pretty short and sweet. Those are my notes. Number 28, U.S. Billboard 100. Number 29 in Belgium. Number 50 in the Dutch charts. Dutch. You got it wrong this time. I love the song, guys.
Great song. Great pick.
All right.
Sorry, solid.
I would say right now, you guys better pick it up because I'm not a Stones fan here. So you guys gotta.
Well, I can add. Obviously, I have the song. You've covered a lot of my stuff. I have a couple of little extra add-ons that I'll wait till it's me and I'll just throw them in.
Joe, you have to put some crickets in there in the edit.
Yeah, you mentioned all the important stuff, right? But yeah, it's such a great song, right? Like the guitar work is solid, right? Mm-hmm. It's just like, I don't know. I love this song. This is my number 2. Mm-hmm. I fucking love this song.
Yeah, I know. I adore this song.
Yeah.
Wow, adore. We can bring out the adore. Wow.
Yeah.
You love this song.
J'adore. I don't remember the 13-lettered word that I had to.
This explains the Beatle hate. I'm kidding.
Not Beatle hate. I'm with Jimmy. Like, and Dink said too. I don't dislike the Beatles. Just don't listen to them. Respect their standing, but I prefer the Stones over them. Just the sound.
Say what you do. Yeah, I'm the same way when it comes to the Stones. I respect their standing and that they're over.
You're having a hard time putting a positive word there.
Overrated blues band. I don't know. I'm sorry. I like some songs. I picked 4. Great pick.
Great pick. All right, I'll move along. Fucking Joe.
I'm
Oh,
the
here
worst
comes
co-host.
Carl.
I'm sorry, but I'm the worst co-host ever.
Yeah, Carl's coming out of the woodwork, guys.
All right. So
Some
number
stuff you
three.
don't
All
Number
right,
three
hot
is
Carl. Keep it
number
down.
3 is a gem. It is a Rolling Stones ultimate song for me, and it's Heartbreaker. I fucking love this song. It's the second single from the album Goat's Head Soup in 1973. The first single was Angie. Sorry if I'm stepping on any notes. It's a socio-political song. There's 2 stories in the song. The first one is the police shoot a boy under mistaken identity. And the second was a 10-year-old girl dies in an alley of an overdose. Now, the second story in the song, there's an asterisk on everywhere I looked, and I looked in 5 or 6 places, is the second one is not known to be real. So, but the first one is very real.
It sounds really real.
Right? The first one is real, and his name is Clifford Glover. Him and his dad were walking down the street, and 2 police officers pulled their weapons, and they got scared and ran, and the police officers shot the young man in the back, and he died. This created the case, the lawsuit, and this, I believe it was the Bronx. The case resulted in a minor riot and murder charges on the officer. So it's an intense song. If you actually listen to the lyrics, it's a gorgeous song. And they have a guest musician, and that is the 5th Beatle, Billy Preston,
Very cool.
on the clavinet.
Wow.
Going back to last week,
Clavinet again. What the
Stevie
hell?
Wonder.
You and a clavinet.
I love it. I love the sound. It's a beautiful sound.
It is.
The history, there's not a lot of chart history. It's number 15 U.S. Billboard and number 16 in Sweden. Those are the only charts I could find on this. And the only thing I could really find was mostly about the court case, but I want to talk about the song. There's a cool kind of vibe to a negative impact lyrics. I really love this song, and I never really took it for any sort of history of reality. But I always loved the song, but now it kind of means something different to me. So I'm going to listen to it with a different ear, if you will, going forward.
Yeah.
So that's my number 3.
That is a great pick. It sits number 9 on my list. So I really like it too. And I totally agree with you. Like, I just like the song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
back when we were younger, like, I guess I didn't listen with the same ears I do now, right? I still like the music, but now that you're supposed to be older and wiser and maybe know some history from your years of life or this fucking show or whatever, now you know things behind the songs. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that at all. Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
But anyway, yeah, great pick, great song.
One of the things, I'm sorry. One of the
definitely
things
on my list. Like,
that grabbed me about it is the Mick Jagger. It just adds a little oomph to the song, and Keith Richards is killing it on this.
yeah, they're both good in this. Like, Mick's voice is good in this too, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm with you.
All right.
Good pick.
Cool.
You're gonna get a lot of that from Joe. Good pick.
I'm aware. My
Oh.
number 2 has 0 notes, and it might be the newest song that is picked out of all 4 of us, and it is from 2005's A Bigger Bang,
Wow.
and the song is called Rain Fall Down. I fucking love this song. I heard it when it first came out. I think I was in a Kohl's or whatever, some sort of department store, and it was playing over, and I was like, what is this? This is kind of cool. And I fucking love it. I don't care.
Just here to buy my cream. Like,
Right? Tell me you haven't heard a Beatles song at Steak and Shake. Laugh at Cole.
You said the
right.
Kohl's. It's so,
That's the first department store I could think of.
it sounds like it's real.
Right,
Well,
say
there's
Hy-Vee.
one note. It's the second single from the album. That's it.
That's it. Yeah, that's,
Nothing about how the song
I
was
don't think I
written.
know that song. I don't know that
Nothing.
song.
It
I don't
is
think I know it
really
either.
cool. It's
Cool.
when you listen to it on Spotify, maybe in Coles, I think you're gonna like this song. But yeah, it didn't chart super well. Well, number 13 in the U.S. adult alt airplay, and number 31 in Coles.
42 at DJ Maxx.
Right.
Number 32 in a Kohl's men's department.
Well, it hit number 5 at Marshall's, so fuck off.
Number one at JC Penney. Come on.
It's 21 years old and it's a little new for me. As much as I say I like the Stones, I'm not listening to.
The weird thing is, I do have
Past
one note. I do have
the
one note
90s.
on this song. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Josh!
All right. Joe's got another phone call.
All right, so I
Hello?
Hello?
I'm in charge of putting the order
Are
of
the
who
Beatles
gets to talk every single week for every one of these episodes. And I purposefully put myself first just so I could talk about this song. It is the greatest Rolling Stones song ever. It's amazing. It's powerful. It's impactful. Musically, it's fucking incredible. And it is 1969's Let It Bleed, Gimme Shelter.
You knew it.
Cheers. That's two.
Atheism.
This song, it's the opening track on the album. This will always be my number one Rolling Stones song. The song covers the brutalities of war, rape, murder, just incredulous bad things that happen during bad times. The coolest note of this, I'm going to start with, my kids all love music, and we used to do this music share where the four of us would sit and each take a turn and introduce a song to each other. And we all had fun doing it, and I hit play on this song, and my middle kid, Maddox, started tearing up. It affected him just greatly, and he went on after that night of listening to music. He said he listened to it 20-something times over and over, and he said it hit him just as hard every time. And this is one of his number one songs that he plays on Spotify now from that just family music sharing that we did.
Wow.
This song impacts me greatly because the singer Mary Clayton, Merry, because she's a Christmas baby.
Yeah.
She was a soul singer. She was pregnant. She was called at midnight in 1969. You need to come to the studio, and I need you to do these backup vocals. And so she goes. She goes there and she does it, and she just fucking kills it.
Kills it,
Yeah.
dude.
And the second time, flawless, powerful, graceful, incredible. The third time, she pushed so hard that her voice breaks, it cracks.
Yeah.
And they kept it because it was so powerful. The sad part of this note is the next day she had a miscarriage because she pushed her voice so far.
Oh,
7 different sources I found that at. It
Yeah,
was
me
not
too.
just one source.
Yeah, me too. Yep.
For the longest time, she could not listen to this song because of the horrible thing that happened to her and her child. But later in life, she has come to embrace it because it was such a huge moving moment in her life. Unfortunately, I think it was 2004, she was in a bad car accident and lost her legs. So she's still singing, she's still doing stuff, and she still has a beautiful outlook in life, and she loves to talk about this song now. That is my notes for my number one song, Gimme Shelter, from 1969's Let It Bleed. You guys?
Yeah,
It's
it's
also my number one as well.
there you
I
go.
fucking absolutely love this song. And if you've ever seen the video or haven't seen the video of her with the isolated tracks
Yep.
of just her singing, oh my
Yep.
God, like goose pimples on my legs, like
Yep.
unbelievable.
And when her voice cracks,
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
powerful, and it gets
Yeah,
me every
absolutely.
single time. every time.
She had no idea who the Rolling Stones were either when she went to do that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, great song. Again, I won't say this often. One time I'll say I'm not the biggest Rolling Stones fan. This song is a quintessential song to not just music, but just history.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if you know where the song comes from, once you hear it, a bunch of things come rushing to you what this song is not only about, but where it's been used, right?
Waves, yeah.
You know, obviously the song's been used in many, many movies, and I think just about every Vietnam War movie, right?
Oh, absolutely.
I think it's required. Okay, here's a Vietnam War movie. It's gonna get songs. Okay, we gotta have this. So we gotta have Give Me Shelter, right? So
right, CCR.
I'm glad you said that.
Yep,
Give Me Shelter. Yeah,
yeah, right.
But yeah, great song, impactful. I love the lyrics. I love how it flows. I love how it's so dark without being dark. You know?
Yeah.
Great song, man.
Yeah.
So once again, I'm on an island over here, not having it. It sits number 7 on my list. I just looked. I love it. It just didn't make the cut, but yeah, it's everything you guys say about it. I'm so glad you mentioned all the other media that's in, because you're right. And that makes you want. That's always when I hear something like that or one of their songs and something, and then I'm like, oh, I haven't listened to Stones in a while, and then I go listen to Stones. It's usually that song.
Yeah.
Right?
This is the number one song that I search out. I search out once a month, if not more. But I do one more quick thing before I pass it off to Chris is doing this week's episode, I have realized that I'm even more of a Rolling Stones fan than I thought. I had about 35 songs on a list that I want to talk about this song. I want to talk about, the lyrics in this are amazing. Oh, Keith Richards. I don't know. I'm not a guitar player. I kind of get the idea of guitar. I don't know if he's really truly a virtuoso as everyone talks, but does a great job of conveying to the song. And to me, that is a great guitar player.
Yep.
So, I'm now a Rolling Stones fan, and I'm excited to go buy some Rolling Stones albums. With that, I'm going to pass it off to Chris.
All right. Thankfully, I only had one Samesy on that list. So
nice.
You got a this week.
Also, I just to go on what Jimmy was saying there about him, a great guitar player. If you've ever seen the clip of where he takes the guitar off mid-song and cracks a guy who jumped on the stage and rashed him and just puts the guitar back on, that makes him a great guitar player alone. Just doing that.
Points at him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
This goes back to playing and let security deal with him. Anyways, I am a pretty big fan of the Stones, but I'm like Dink. I don't listen to them a lot, but like you hear a song and then I go and search them and listen to them again.
Yeah,
right.
Having said that, I feel like my list is, I don't want to say it was easy to put together, but I had just a Rolling Stones playlist and easily I just pulled from that. And
okay,
it's pretty much, I'm going to say, I think it's basic, but we'll see.
Well, you say that every week, but it's not always true.
I feel like, I don't know.
Well, I feel the same way about some of mine. You know, you just feel like,
no, I was going to say, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is with mine. I always feel like my stuff is basic, and then you guys, not always, but sometimes go, I don't know why you say that. I just feel like it is.
Well, when a band has been along as long as these guys, how many hits they had, and they've had how many hits, and if you pick 3 of their hits, you're going to think they're basic, even though they've had 30 hits.
Right.
Right.
And it is another one of those bands that I liked more after I saw them live. I saw them in 1999 at the Sky Dome, now the Rogers Center. He was working at the bar with Dunner. It was Dunner, myself, John Benninger, and his partner Terry. We all got free tickets through the bar that we worked at. And Wide Mouth Mason, Canadian band, opened for them.
Oh, nice.
And one of the coolest things in a show with this band, they halfway through the show, the lights went down and there's 2 spotlights came out, and this bridge actually came out of the stage, and another stage came up in the middle, and they basically walked out across the stage and did a little acoustic set for 3 or 4 songs, if I remember correctly.
Cool.
right in the middle of the entire crowd, and then they ran back across and finished the show afterwards. It was
That's cool.
one of those really cool,
very
iconic moments where I really like. I think before that I underestimated the band.
Yeah.
And it made me go back and listen to older stuff of theirs. And that's where my list kind of goes. It goes back to some of the older stuff, which my number 4 is Jumpin' Jack Flash.
Nice. Horrible movie.
Released in 68. Yeah, the movie but I know there was a cover. Sorry, I forget by who. That was played during the credits. One of the Motown women. Fuck. Anyways, I didn't write it down, but the song itself, released in the UK May 24th, 1968, in the US May 31st, reached number 1 in the UK singles chart and US Cashbox top singles, written by Jagger and Richards, seen to be the band's return to blues rock. Apparently, the way the song came together, Brian Jones, Bill Wyman, and Charlie Watts were waiting for Jagger and Richards to show up to rehearsal and just started jamming. And when Jagger and Richards walked in, they said, "Don't stop playing that. Keep playing that. It sounds great." And then they went off and started writing lyrics for the song.
That's awesome.
That's awesome,
Right?
Yeah.
The answer to your question was Aretha Franklin.
Aretha Franklin. Thank you. I couldn't remember who it was. Yeah. I didn't really like the movie. I remember the movie being out. And I remember the name of it.
It's awful.
It was like a spy movie with Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, it didn't intrigue me at the time. It still doesn't. It was this I thought was kind of funny. It was the band's first UK release in 5.5 months, and was the longest gap between releases in the UK up to that point. It was only 5.5 months, right?
Wow. Well, I mean,
part
that's also of the time. Singles were how radio happened, and the labels were like, put out a single, put out a single, put out a single.
Yeah,
and a lot of the time,
crazy.
a lot of the times in the 60s, early 70s, there weren't even albums attached to singles. They were just single releases.
Kind of like how we're going back to nowadays.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah. One of the things I saw, and I don't talk a lot about like the recording side of it because I don't know a lot about it, but there was something cool, and it shows you how artists can get inspiration from different genres. So part of the distinctive sound for the song, Richard said he used 2 guitars over top of each other, but one was tuned to Nashville tuning, and he said he learned that from a guitar player in the George Jones Band in '66. So I found that was kind of a cool little nugget.
Wow.
And it has been played on every tour since their release. And we know we were talking about how many tours they've done.
How many tours have they done, right?
Right.
And that information will come up again in our George Jones episode.
Yeah, all over that. And I'm out.
Right. I'm here alone. Fuck.
You can have all of my notes for that. Anyways, that's my number 4. I love the song. I just love the kind of like bluesy rock feel to it. And
it's a solid pick, right?
Yeah.
I fucking love it. Quote. So my number 3. Again, if you don't know the band or you're not a fan of the band, you probably know the song. You've heard this song or heard of it before. It is Sympathy for the Devil.
Yeah.
I love the song. Number 5. Oh, cheers. Is that 3?
That's
3. It's 3.
Joe, you are so happy that you only get to talk about one song.
I got 2 left.
We'll see.
We'll see. I'm only on 3,
my friend.
That's true.
Chris is frozen.
Oh, sorry. I got all the.
Hold on.
You're Jagger. Credit to the Jagger and Richards partnership. It was the opening track from the band's '68 album "Beggar's Banquet." The original working title was "The Devil Is My Name," and even before that, it was called "Fallen Angels." So it was released in the same single on the same date as the album. Made the top 5 in the USA and the UK. there was some accusations of moral corruption by some press and religious leaders with the title like "Sympathy for the Devil," and Jagger singing from the devil's viewpoint of atrocities throughout the world. Also, apparently at the time, Keith Richards' girlfriend, and I forget her name at the time, was into occults and was doing a movie with Mick Jagger as the star. It was, forget the name. I didn't write it down. I never watched it, but so that also added to it. Even though Jagger tried to deflect it, saying it's kind of curious because it's just a song about the way the world was going at the time.
Yeah, clearly by the lyrics, right? Like,
right. It was remixed in 2003 and made the dance charts, which I didn't know until I started doing the research.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't do a lot of research on that. I just read that and I'm going to write that down, but that's fucking weird. I'm going to look into that later. I don't remember that happening. But I mean, 2003, I kind of was checked out of dance music really at that time for a little bit. Also covered by Ozzy, covered by Motorhead, covered by Guns N' Roses, who, I don't think I've heard that version. I don't really care to.
Is that on the Spaghetti Incident?
I think it was.
Yes, it is, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Go, Jimmy.
The best cover is Jane's Addiction.
Yes, Jane's Addiction's really good.
Amazing.
I don't know that I've heard that.
Actually, on Jane's Addiction's first live album.
Oh,
and
okay. So that makes more sense.
And it's only listed as Sympathy. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh. I also found that I was a little surprised that the song is in a hard rock genre, which, all right, it's kind of like a samba song, but
probably because of the topic. Probably because of the topic.
Yeah.
Other than that, I just have 7th most played song in concert. Went 3 times platinum in Australia. 600,000 platinum in the United Kingdom. That's all I have. I just love the vibe of the song. I hate that term vibe. I don't know why I say
it. And it's, it's a great song. It's a great pick. It's maybe second to Gimme Shelter for movie play or other media play. Like, it gets a lot too, right?
I didn't even write that down.
No, I'm not just throwing that out there because when I think of it, I'm like, oh yeah, you hear it. And you're right, what you said. Like, this is a song that other people that aren't huge fans would know. They might not know the title.
Right. Yeah.
But they know this song, right? They know it's the Stones. They've heard this song. They've all shouted out who killed the Kennedys. Like, you know what I mean?
I just looked it up while you were talking. I was listening to you. But something new that we've been doing is Spotify numbers.
Oh, yeah.
Spotify, as of today, 723 million streams. 211,872 daily streams. It is consistently ranked among the top 5 most streamed songs by the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Makes sense. I would say it's in their top 5, like we talked about during Stevie Wonder, but it's in their top 5.
723 million
songs, like signature songs.
Or in our case, top 4.
Right.
Right. What do you got next, brother?
So my number 2 is Paint It Black.
I love it.
Nice.
Awesome.
I love that.
Another song. The first time I heard it, I was hooked. Again, another one that makes an appearance in almost every Vietnam movie or documentary, even, right? Like, iconic that way. And there's even, when I was doing the research, how the soldiers of the time connected with the song with the dark, deep, like, sound to it. And it was released, it was on the album Aftermath, which was released in April 15th, 1966. The single was released May 7th in the US and the 13th in the UK. 11 weeks on the charts in the US, including number 2 at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. 10 weeks, including 1 at number 1 in the UK. A reissue in 2007, it re-entered the UK singles chart for 11 weeks. It was the band's 3rd number 1 single in the US and 6th in the UK.
Wow.
Also topped the charts in Canada and the Netherlands.
Yeah, I thought I topped here.
Yeah.
Not without looking at any research on it because it didn't make the list. But.
It was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame in 2018.
Mm.
Into the 2001 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame list of songs that shaped rock and roll. Originally written by Jagger and Richards, but then, according to what I was reading, it kind of stalled because they felt it was missing something, and they almost didn't have it on the album. They almost kind of dropped it, and then, who was it? Bill Wyman had the unusual idea to play the Hammond organ pedals with his hands. We had double time with his fists, and Brian Jones had heard George Harrison playing the sitar on Norwegian wood a couple weeks later, and he'd gotten a Norwegian wood and trained on how to play that and added that to the sound, and that just adds to the atmospheric sound, I think, to the song.
Nice.
That's all I got for notes from that. Sorry, I kind of just ended there, but
No,
that's good.
this is my number 10 on my list. So yeah, good song.
Yeah, this is number 5 on my list and got bumped out. So we would have had a samey here. And I didn't say it. Sympathy Devil was number 6. So you're all around
Right.
where I was. Joe's really happy you mentioned Norwegian Wood. So his mind has went to the Beatles now. And still talking about the Stones, man.
One of the things that I love about this song is what was it called? Skiffle in the 60s, with Jimmy Page and everyone was playing in England. There's like a almost like a shuffle over a 4/4. I love the meter of that guitar line in the opening of that song. I love that.
Yeah, that's what draws me to the song in the first place, and but yeah, it's guitar the guitar part. I'm trying to think of something good to say here.
He's searching.
I do like that song. It's number 10.
Yeah.
There's like 10 songs I do like. One. This is number 10. This is a good song.
It's probably number 3 on the songs you hear in movies and stuff. So,
Yeah.
Yes, it definitely is. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're hitting
Yeah.
those ones too. Right?
I want to
They're
know what the
songs.
revenue they make just on freaking movie rights, just for
Right,
songs.
right. Yeah. Right.
As soon as Chris said the song, I immediately saw a Huey helicopter going over
Yeah,
the landscape
right.
with bombs exploding.
Like
So
a
I don't know
napalm
what
in the
movie it's
background.
from.
Right.
Maybe it's Platoon. I
Smell the napalm.
It's now. I don't know.
Is it?
But
Yeah.
I
Is it
immediately-
Platoon?
Yeah. Oh, video games too. Fuck. Anyways, that's my number 2, and my number 1 is "Gimme Shelter," and I don't have really anything more to say other than I did read that this is I had as a last grasp in case somebody else had it, which they did. Apparently, it has presidential seal of approval because Barack Obama said it was a great song and his favorite Stone song of all time.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
That is, other than everything else has been said on that one, so I really have nothing else to add. If anybody else has anything else to add about "Gimme Shelter," which we've talked about, that is my number 1. That is my list.
Solid.
We don't want to milk that one down.
Okay.
Joe, what do you got?
Not much because I have 2 samesies, so I'm not as bad as you were last week with having all your picks taken from you. But
I know how that feels.
yeah, I know. I had the 1 week when I was hosting, I only had 1 pick, so I get it.
Yep.
So this will be a kind of a short list, I guess. Number 4 is what we've spoken about. It's "Sympathy for the Devil"
Love it.
from "Beggar's Banquet" 1968. I think Chris got most of the highlights. It was produced by Jimmy Miller. It was never originally released as a single in the U.S., but it was later charted through reissues and live versions. The live version back in 1968 hit number 9 in the Netherlands and number 14 in Belgium. So there you go. We got Belgium there.
Belgium.
It ranks number 32 in Rolling Stones magazine's 500 greatest songs of all time in 2021.
I agree. 32 is that what you said?
Yeah, 32.
I agree.
And then in 2023, it was 486.
Well, new writers.
It was 12.
The famous woohoo backing vocals were actually sung spontaneously and then added as they were recording. So I thought that was kind of cool. Jagger came up with the woohoo when they were singing and he's like, "Oh, we should add this to the song." And so, you can actually see the video. I think in the video they're actually all singing on the mics, woohoo, right? The conga percussion was played by studio musician Rocky Gijan. Keith Richards originally planned the song to be more of a folk tune, but evolved more into a percussive rock groove, if you ask me. So I like how, you take, when you're writing a song, you have an idea what it's going to be, and then you give it to your bandmates, like, oh, it becomes this other kind of cool. Yeah. So that's my number 4, Sympathy for the Devil. What's been said that can't be already said again for a second time.
Great pick, Joe.
I'll bring the woohoo.
I deserve that. I did. Number 3. My number 3 is from 1978's Some Girls. This is Miss You.
I love this song.
Released on May 10th, 1978, the lead single from the album Some Girls, written by the Glimmer Twins, produced by the Glimmer Twins, which is Jagger and Richards, as aforementioned by Dink in his intro. The Rolling Stones became the Rolling Stones' 8th and final number 1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100. So there you go.
Really? Wow.
Hit number 1 in Canada, number 3 in the Netherlands, and number 4 in the UK. Mick Jagger said the song was inspired by hanging out in New York club Studio 54, which, if you listen to the song, it kind of checks out. Keith Richards later said the groove was influenced by reggae as much as disco. So a lot of fans got mad because they thought the song was too disco. But if you listen to the song, there's a lot of groove in there, and there's a little bit of reggae, a little bit R&B influence, right? The song was credited to revitalizing the Stones commercially. After the mid 70s, they kind of became like, oh, they're the old guys, even though they were young back then, right? And then Some Girls went on to become the band's best-selling studio album in the United States.
I love that album.
The song has been played by the Stones live more than 700 times. Wow. Making it the band's most frequently performed song.
Wow.
That's my number 3, Miss You, by the Rolling Stones.
Nice.
That's a great pick. I love that song.
It's a great song.
Thoughts?
It's a great song. And you're right, it did revitalize their career. And then just a handful of years later, I won't say the album or whatnot, because it might be on you guys' list. That was a double revitalization of their career.
And that's my number 1. So there you go.
Okay.
It was my number 22.
Oh, wow. 22. Wow.
Oh, I didn't look at my list.
My list. Let me check my list. No.
Oh, yeah. It's
There's 4 songs on it.
10. Let me check my list again. Oh, yeah. There's my list right there.
My list is 80, and it's about halfway down. I'm not counting them all, but it's in the 30s or 40s.
Wow.
I would probably do 30s for me, too.
At that point, you're just showing off now, man.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
My list was only 25.
I'll check your box.
You want to milk it down?
I kind of like Angry Joe.
I did enjoy your presentation by the Rolling Stones. In case you forgot who we're doing. That's my song.
I'm happy to be here.
Great song.
It's a great song. I love that song.
Great song.
Great song. My number 2 is also a samey. It's War Children and Just a Shot Away. It is Give Me Shelter. Let's see here. Written by Jagger and Richards, produced by Jimmy Miller, was never released as a major standalone single in the U.S. in 1969.
Hard to believe.
Yeah. Right.
In 2021, it became number 13 on Rolling Stone's 500 greatest songs of all time.
I believe. I
they
agree.
had, what did I say before? They had 32, right? What did I say last song? Mm-hmm. I have no idea. It's somewhere in another note. Keith Richards wrote the song, the haunting riff, while watching during a big storm when he was at home. That's how he wrote that riff.
Oh, that's cool.
Which makes sense. I was like, oh yeah, that sounds like you'd be scared
Yeah.
sitting in the fucking house by yourself in your castle, as he might be.
Right.
Otherwise, everything else has been said before. That's my number 2. Give Me Shelter from Let It Bleed, 1969. This might be my fastest list ever.
Clearly, that is a great song and a great pick.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
How many times can you say iconic song about a band? There's so many
Right.
of them.
Right.
You probably can't with my number 1, so we'll see. Number 1, I think Jimmy kind of alluded to it. We'll see when I say it. But this comes from their resurgence in 1989.
Oh,
Their
Steel
Steel Wheels album. This is Rockin' Hard Place.
Yeah.
I will say this, and you probably won't believe me. I owned this CD,
Yep. I had the
but
cassette.
not just on CD. I owned the Steel CD. Like the CD case was steel.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you're looking like a real fan.
I know. And you know what? At that time, I liked the entire album. I was going
It's a
through
good
the
album.
I was going through the album the other day. I'm like, I still like a few of these songs.
Did that hurt to say?
Says
No.
it upward like
I
surprise.
just want to throw it out there.
Can you believe it?
Released November 13th, 1989, as the second U.S. single from Steel Wheels. Written, of course, by Jagger and Richards. The song evolved from a groove-oriented studio jam before Jagger developed the vocal melody and lyrics over the top. So they go a good old-fashioned way. The band was just jamming. And it's got that... It's cool. Again, I think somebody said before, they had a great knack to moving with the times, but still sound like the Stones. This, if you just mix this a little bit differently, would sound like something that came up with 1972. Produced by Chris Kimsey and the Glimmer Twins, of course. Hit number 23 in the U.S. Billboard Hot 100, and number 5 U.S. Mainstream Rock, and number 11 in Canada, and number 63 in the UK.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought that's kind of low.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, too, I was a Stones fan really before this album. I don't know why this album appealed to me as it did when it came out in 1989. I was a junior in high school, 11th grade. I was still a good student at the time. I hadn't hit Chaska High School yet. Steel Wheels was viewed as a major return to form
Major.
after internal tension between Jagger and Richards for like the last 3-4 years. They were kind of fighting and kind of almost making fun of each other's like solo albums too in that time. I remember that. Steel Wheels tour at the time grossed $140 million, making at that time the highest grossing tours of all time.
Yeah.
If you consider that Tay is now grossing over $1 billion,
Right.
makes it sound like, oh, that's quaint. You know,
Well, there's the difference between $20 a ticket and $500. Yeah.
Right.
yeah. I'm sure the new tours are outpacing this one by no problem.
Yeah.
Also, too, I would say this. The one thing I love about the song beyond the main guitar riff is Charlie Watts is killing on the drums in this song, man. The drums are fucking killer on this. And guess what? He was only 48 at the time. Younger than we are now.
Right. Jesus.
Yeah.
Because remember, he was on tour just before he kicked the bucket.
Yeah.
That's 79 because he died at 80, right? I don't know if he was 80 when he was there on tour, but right after that got done with that tour is when he kind of kicked the bucket. So sorry, passed away.
I was gonna say, I forgot to say kick the bucket in my intro.
Rest in peace.
Oh, okay. Wait, are we talking about Megadeth now? Or what? Oh, Rust.
Rust. That's Rust.
Well, there you got it, folks. My fastest top 4 of all time. Now let's hear
Steel Wheels have
the MC
derailed.
Master Dink and what the real top 4 are.
Well, hang on.
I can't say this is the real top 4 because those are all good. Like, I'm glad you got a song in from Steel Wheels because I actually like that album too.
Yeah.
But no, these are all good picks. They don't have, because I like them. They don't have that many bad songs, or I don't listen to their bad songs. So they probably do. But yeah, and I in order to skim over some of my notes when I get into a certain couple of songs. I'll just touch on what you said about the turmoil, because I think Jimmy kind of glossed over it with One Hit to the Body because it's heavily in my notes. That they weren't getting along when they did Dirty Work, right? And then Mick did She's the Boss, and he did, I can't remember the name of the album, but the one with Keith's album was good. He had a couple of good songs, Wicked as It Seems, and I don't know, I like Keith. So, but anyway, so when Steel Wheels came out, they were reunited, and they were Peaches and Herbs all over again.
It was a huge Peaches and Herbs. That was a huge deal. I mean,
huge deal.
Everyone was clamoring about the Rolling Stones,
and everyone had the cassette or CD that in my group. Everyone's like, "Hey, you get the new Stones?" And I'm like, "Oh, you listen to the Stones?" Like, yeah, I got it. I don't know.
I get their first album, Steel Wheels.
Right. But yeah, so I will roll out my list. Like I said, I don't think it's the end all be all because my first one is very questionable, and I bumped it up this week because it was in the 20s, and the other three were locked in, but this made a huge jump.
Wow!
Because I forgot how much I like this song, and what does Dink like? Dink likes ballads, in amongst everything else. So this is also what I thought would be the most recent song until you pulled out an 05, which fucked me up, because this is 94, and this is Out of Tears from Voodoo Lounge.
Okay.
An absolute curveball. But it just shows their different side, right? I like their bluesy stuff. I like all the popular stuff that you guys talked about, and they're all on my list. But there's something about this ballad that just kind of hits me. The vulnerability of the song, Mick's voice, the piano in the song, released as a single November 94 from the Voodoo Lounge. It was released in July 94, produced by Don Was and the Glimmer Twins. The Glimmer Twins are all throughout my fucking notes. It's insane. Reached number 60 on the US Billboard Hot 100, 36 in the UK, but did better on the adult contemporary because it's that style of music, right?
Mm-hmm.
So not a massive classic rock radio hit because it's a ballad. Came at an important time because it's the first album after Bill Wyman left the Voodoo Lounges.
Yeah.
So many critics viewed the album as a return to their form. Not necessarily this song, but the album as a whole sounded like older Stones, right? And the Voodoo Lounge won the Grammy for Best Rock Album. I didn't write down who it beat, but now I'm curious. So I'll be looking that up later. But anyway, like I said, it stands out because it's emotional, it's restrained, it's vulnerable. And that's not usually the first thing that people associate with the Stones. It's more of just that classic sound rather than their ballads. That's not to say they don't have fucking great ballads, right? Angie, Wild Horses, Memory Motel, Waiting on a Friend, and this, right? Just to name a few. But anyway, it just kind of fits me because it's a ballad. So that's it. That is my song. And, I will say this. You consider in 94, like fucking grunge and alternative rock was still rocking. And the Voodoo Lounge was getting play. Again, not necessarily this song, but the album itself was like, oh, the Stones have a new album, right? So anyway.
Yep. So you're right. It beat out, you're saying grunge. It beat out Pearl Jam.
Oh, so
REM.
Vitalogy.
That would have been Vitalogy, I believe.
Vitalogy, yeah. Fuck.
REM and Neil Young. And Neil Young and Crazy Horse.
Oh, wow. Neil Young was in there twice?
Yeah, I guess so. Wow.
All right, so that's What's the Frequency, Kenneth, and Vitalogy, which was good. That's it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But then again, can you put all the weight on a Grammy? Because it is a popularity contest sometimes. So
it pretty much always is, isn't it?
Right. Not to take anything away from it, because it's like I said, it's something else I should add, but anyway.
I know when Jethro Tull won the heavy metal over Metallica.
Nominations for Best Hard Rock Metal Performances are
And Justice for All, Metallica.
That kind of stunk, right? Oh,
But
I-
when
Really, Dan won for like hard rock or heavy metal one year too. Yeah.
yeah, it just gets a little kind of oof after that.
Well, and then again, when you have so many albums of one, we're going to say just one genre, you can't just pick one, say that one's the greatest, because there's probably 10. Who knows? But
Right.
it's hard. So again, it's a popular.
Jethro Tull.
Jethro Tull over Justice. Come on.
Yes.
You can.
Right. Even if
Well, I'm saying that they just know what the hell they're talking about, because that was the first year they gave that award out.
Yeah.
Yeah. and it was right. You could have had Newstead playing the flute. Like it's Justice is still better.
I mean, you might as well have been because you couldn't hear the bass.
Wasn't this the first year for a rock album? The first.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
First
or
year
you could have had Flea playing the trumpet,
Right.
like he does on his new album.
Right.
That'd be a pretty little ditty.
I forgot. I forgot two notes that are kind of important. Ronnie Wood plays a guitar solo on the track, not Keith Richards, so that's kind of rare. And the strings, and this is only important because of it's a callback. So the strings arrangement was by David Campbell. I mentioned David Campbell in another episode. He's pretty famous for working with tons of people, and I think at that time I said he'd worked with the Stones. He's worked with Evanescence, Linkin Park, Adele, Phil Collins, Kiss, Scorpions, to name a few, and his son is back.
Oh,
So,
wow!
remember I mentioned him on
right.
another episode?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Beck is a nepo baby. I didn't know that.
Oh, another note. Fuck. And Rick Rubin, who we've talked about tons, almost produced this.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Apparently Mick wanted a more modern producer influence, but they eventually went with Don Was. And not Rick
Don
Rubin.
was
Don
more
Was.
modern than Rick Rubin.
Oh,
Right.
that was.
Was not was, right.
Right.
That was not what-
Let's go with the guy who wrote "Walk the Dinosaur."
Right.
I like that song.
Right. Open the door, get on the floor. Fuck, everybody walk.
Everybody.
That is gold. All right. I will move on. Scroll down my notes here to number 2.
Just pushing that aside.
Just push it aside. Number 2 for me, like these three have been locked in. Number 3 is Play with Fire.
Oh,
I love this track. The dark, sneering. It's kind of minimalist. It's younger Stones. It's kind of that haunting feel. Slower again. It was never released as a single. It's a B-side to The Last Time. It's on the U.S. album Out of Our Heads, written by Nanker Felge, which is the early Stones group synonym, so they can all share writing credits. So they like to do that thing with the Glimmer Twins in this, right? Meanwhile, Mick and Keith wrote most of it, so whatever. Right. And since it was a B-side,
Energy.
I'll give you some credit. You fuckers didn't do anything. Didn't chart, like I said, because it wasn't released as a single. But it's a lot of fans and critics later viewed it as first signs the Stones could do more than blues covers and rock singles, right?
Yeah.
Because it has a different kind of feel.
Mhm.
That's it. It's kind of stripped down. Has the acoustic guitar, the harpsichord like sound, sparse percussion. You know, I like it. Gothic feel. I've always liked this song, and like I said, it's been locked. Those my 3, 2, and 1 have been locked in for a long time.
I must admit, I acted like I knew the song. I don't know the song. Sorry.
I think you would if you heard it.
Well, okay, would I? Okay.
Yeah.
Probably.
Don't you play with
Well,
me?
I
'Cause
take
you
that
play
back.
with fire?
I love that song.
Oh shit!
Why do you guys do this show with me? I'm the
I don't
worst.
fucking even know that.
John.
Josh!
Josh! Josh! Josh! Josh!
If
Play
Josh
it
can
for
walk
me.
into the door now, I'm gonna freak out.
Right. The door is going to open on its own.
It slowly opens.
It's going to sound like Dink's fart.
But in the words of Joe, that was my number 3 by the Rolling Stones.
The Rolling Stones.
Shit. Okay, my number 2 is the samey. It's One Hit to the Body.
Love that
track.
song.
You covered most of the stuff, and I wanted to talk about the turmoil with the band during Dirty Work, which I touched on during Joe's segment. So that's it. I don't have to talk about that. We'll move on. Jimmy Page playing on it is the major nugget, like you said. It's the big thing. But yeah.
Well, you know, being a video baby, I talk about this all the time. If you watch the video, which I do recommend because it's a little better than most 80s, mid to late 80s videos, you can feel, because they're doing these fake like confrontation kicks and strikes to each other while they're what did I do now? Anyway, they're fake fighting.
No, you're like, you can feel.
It's hilarious you said it, because as I skimmed through my notes that I wasn't going to talk about,
RJ,
I have a section here on the video. The music video is peak 80s, dramatic lighting, leather jackets, giant performance shots, and there's a famous moment with Mick and Keith physically grab each other in the video, and they were fucking hating each other on the time. So
And Keith Richard actually kicks at him and just barely misses him.
he gives him the old boot,
Literally, yeah.
a dirty boot.
Dirty boot.
I had a dirty boot once. Well, we don't talk about Saskatchewan anymore.
I thought that was Alberta.
That was her name.
Shit. Okay, I will move on to my
Berta? Her name was Berta.
Alberta.
Alberta.
First name Al.
It was a questionable thing.
Last name Berta.
Oh shit.
And edit.
Nope.
All right. So if my number 4 was a bit of a curveball for a ballad, my number 1 is a bit of a curveball for the song. It's not a super well-known song, but it's not double negative, not known, I guess you could say. I will say this to disclaim it. I am weird. Yeah.
And I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah, I was going to say I am like, for some strange reason, I might have mentioned this in other shows.
Weird.
Definitely during Kiss. My favorite Kiss song is "Shock Me," and Ace sings it. My favorite Eagles song is "I Can't Tell You Why," and Timothy B. Schmidt sings it. My favorite Stones song, Keith sings.
Yeah.
So for some reason, with some of these artists, maybe my brain is like, all right, good, we're done with that guy for a little while. I like this track that this other guy sings. So this is little TNA from Tattoo You, the album with Start Me Up, the one from the 80s. A very
That's what I
80s
was
album.
alluding to earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. This It Start Me Up would be a basic bitch too, and it's on my list somewhere, right? And you hear it at every goddamn hockey game. But little TNA, which is, you can interpret it your own way, but Keith has admitted that it is tits and ass, and he says tits and ass in the song. It's a great track. It's his guitar, it's him singing. It's kind of bluesy, it's kind of sloppy in the best way. I've loved this song since the first time I heard it, because I liked that album, because as an 80s kid, I liked Start Me Up, right?
Right.
I just got sick of it. Released in August of 81 on, like I said, on Tattoo You, produced by the Glenberg Twins. Shocking. And the thing with Tattoo You and its popularity, that was thrown together with a whole bunch of unfinished songs.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
So, like, Start Me Up had a reggae thing, and they remixed it. They had all these songs they'd been kind of half done working on. Yeah. So they finished a bunch, polished a bunch up that weren't so great, and put them on this album. And it's one of their most iconic albums of all time, right?
That would be their Sgt. Pepper's?
Yeah.
The rage in Joe's eyes.
Yes, by the Rolling Stones. But anyway, Keith's vocals, it kind of feels like I saw this online and I liked it because I agree. Keith's vocals in the song feel like a guy the guy at the end of the bar telling stories at 2 a.m. And I think because I loved this song, when they did go solo in the 80s, that's why I liked Keith's album.
Yeah.
Because his songs all kind of sound like little TNA because it's him singing over top of his guitar rather than letting Mick do his thing and dance the fuck all over the place. But yeah, there's something about this Stone song that I've always loved. And I've had this conversation with other friends and they're like, what's your favorite Stone song? And I'm like, little TNA. And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah. Oh, what about Give Me Shelter or this or Satisfaction? I'm like, no, man. Like, I like Little TNA. You like what you like, and I've always loved this song, and it's locked in.
I mean, I like TNA.
It's pretty. I love TNA too. It's pretty basic as a song itself. It's not glamorous. It's not flashy. It's pretty basic.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good song.
Yeah.
There's nothing grinds my gears more. Insert
Peter Griffin. Yeah.
Peter Griffin. That when people go, really? It's like, I don't like what you like. Big fucking deal. Move on, motherfucker.
Yeah, you asked me what my favorite was. Do you think? If you said, what do you think their best song was? I wouldn't say Little TNA.
Right. What's your favorite song? It better not be wrong. It's like,
right.
What even ask then?
Right.
Are you just asking just so you can tell me your favorite song, or just think you know better than I do?
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't
clearly that's the answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Music is universal. It's like like I said, I'll never say I hate music or I hate a band or I hate an act. It's not for me.
Right. Same.
Yeah, I've tried to stop saying I hate this or I hate that. Trying to say.
Yeah, because I used to be the kind of like you, Chris, a little bit. Like you try not to be pompous, right? I can't stand that.
There's.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
Trust me, I can still be a dick, but.
Oh yeah, no, there's no problem there.
You?
What?
Oh yeah, there's no problem.
What?
Me. But anyway, that's my list, and that's all our songs. That was a good show, boys. Like I said, I like the band. I know they're not Joe's favorite, and varying degrees of like, and I was happy to listen to them to get ready for this.
Oh, me too.
Even though I didn't really alter anything too much, just the one on my list, I still liked listening to their stuff because I needed to.
Yeah, I mean, then the songs I listened to, and the songs I combed over that I already knew I liked, and some of the stuff I tried going back into a deeper category. And there's another couple of songs or album tracks on Steel Wheels that didn't make my top 4. But it's kind of funny because whenever I'd pick a song, or I always tell Gina my picks, and she's like, "Really?" Well, and it's like, well, she never listens.
Really crowd.
She never hears me listen to the Stones, so she's like, "Oh, really? That common song, that basic bitch everyone else likes? Yeah, that's me." You know that song you hear in every Vietnam film? That's that song.
Yeah.
But there's a reason why that song's in every fucking movie.
Right. You want to watch me do it?
If it was a shitty song, it wouldn't be in there.
Exactly.
Right.
I mean, to be honest, that kind of speaks to a lot of different people, though. I mean, regardless of the genre, the group, or anything, there's going to be a commonality of a song. Sometimes that is the literal common song.
Yep.
Right. But it's fantastic that Joe, you branched out and you did look for some of those songs, because you have actually in the past talked about not disdain, but your dislike or not liking the Rolling Stones. So I mean, I commend you for doing this.
I just don't see them the same way as everyone else did. I don't see them this big grandiose. I understand why. I'm not dumb. I sonically don't hear it, and that's just on me more than anything else. So
that's the same way I feel about the Beatles.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah. So, yeah. And you're wrong. No, I'm joking. Going against what I said 5 minutes ago.
There's not a 9-part documentary on Hulu about the Rolling Stones, is there?
Yeah, I think that.
There could be.
No, but that's exactly right. How you guys feel about the Beatles is exactly how I feel about the Stones. Yeah.
3-on-1.
Yeah.
I'm wrong. Not the first time.
This episode has brought me to actually like the Rolling Stones
That's
more
awesome.
than I thought I did. Which was really cool for me because there was a rediscovering moment. Like, oh, I love this song. I forgot about this song, and this song is really cool. And then there's the common thread songs that we've all talked about.
Yep.
It really brought me back to the Stones, and I feel that I'm going to be doing more dives on the Stones and listening to them more often now.
Yep.
That's cool to hear that, though. I mean, because how often does that happen?
No,
It was a nice refreshment for me.
rarely.
Like, childhood memories of those phases I went through when I would listen to them a lot. So some of the songs I was checking out, I'm like, am I going to move this song up my list? No, but fuck, I love this song when I was a kid. I loved because I had a tour 2, 5, 10 of their cassettes, compilations, and specific albums, and I was like, oh yeah, I just listen to this all the time. I'd fall asleep listening to this, like Ruby Tuesday, like all these old big songs, right? Ruby Tuesday and Off My Cloud. I was like, oh yeah, I like those songs.
Right.
Brown Sugar. I love Brown Sugar, right?
Yep.
Right.
I don't.
Which they will never play ever
I was
again.
gonna say, I'm not sure you're supposed to like it anymore, but
Yeah.
but that's what
it's so good.
Well, and that's what we've talked about before in the past. So that's what's the great thing about this show is that we not only find out new bands we've never heard of before. We've gotten that through you guys with CanCon, right?
Yeah.
Jimmy's rediscovering the Stones. That's how we've had. I don't have the username right now, but we got the username. Somebody posted a comment on Spotify saying this show has helped them rediscover music as a whole. It's like that's so incredibly powerful.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, I'm sorry you don't have your username.
Beautiful text.
But
That's kind of the whole point of this, right? Like just for us, we do it, but if anyone else, we hope that they will join in and they can rediscover something or find something or remember they enjoyed it or
exactly.
remember they don't like it.
We're doing a modern version of music sharing.
Yeah. Which I think is kind of a lost thing now because it's so prevalent. It's everywhere. It's easily accessible. There's no guardrails. There's no walls, right? It's so prevalent now. Everyone can make music, and now we have AI making music, right? It's like it's almost a white noise of just sound, right? You really don't. I don't think people really get as a whole in a generic term. Don't sit down and listen to a song and try to appreciate the song for what it is, right?
Yeah.
We listen to music, we enjoy it, but do you sit down and really digest it, right?
Well, with that being said, sorry, Dick. With that being said, I mean, we've talked about this a lot. Our childhoods, we were forced to listen to our parents or whoever was driving the car's music. Yeah. So we were inundated with other sources of music where now it's so easy to just listen to what you want.
Yeah.
Or so easy to just throw a playlist together where you used to have to like sit down and make a mixtape and you'd curate it to what you were feeling or listening to it.
Or what you could get your hands on, right?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
This is our version of seeing a cool album cover and throwing the needle or throw it in the CD or the tape deck and listening to it for the first time. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, unless it's the Stones and Joe's throwing it out the window. So that's our Stones show. I'm going to wrap it up. We are just ranked, and you can head over to our landing page at justrankedpod.com and find links to everything, our merch, all our socials, all our full shows, obviously. And like and subscribe, hit the bell, like. But for Jimmy, Chris, Joe, I am Dink. And get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn.
Or just go fuck yourself.
Yes.
Or you will get one hit.
Just Ranked is researched and produced by the Just Ranked crew. Edited and mixed by Joe Burkle. Socials and marketing by DJR Media Services. Theme music by Blue Joker. If you're enjoying the show, please set your podcast app to download new episodes and help spread the word by leaving a review and tell everyone you know to listen.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, I tell you what. Why don't you go fuck yourself?